Brothers, parents, and collectors. On this episode of the Creation Evaluation Station, I'll be evaluating this little box here. It is a Micro Minis Star Lord Vs Nebula. Cute little box. But before I get into it any further, I just want to let new viewers know that I do in-depth reviews of models and construction kits, both new and old. Mostly Lego, but other products as well. I also do reviews and discussions of other creative works such as movies, video games, and animation. Now, because these are in-depth reviews, they can be on the long side, although this one shouldn't be a problem since it's such a small one. But there will still be timestamps embedded down here in the red line and down in the description that you can use to jump around to your favorite parts or to use as bookmarks to come back to at a later date when you have more time. Let's take a closer look at this box. Notice the age here, which we'll talk to about in a moment, but it is definitely an older set. There is the back of the box. And getting down to the rest of its details, it is set number 76090. It's for ages 5 to 12, or 5+ as today's standards. And it has 86 pieces in it, and originally retailed for $9.99. It's no longer available, but it was released in January of 2018. So a little bit of an older set, hence why it's got the weird old aging system. But I already put together the one DC one, and I'm looking forward to this one. This one looks fun. Some great characters from Guardians of the Galaxy. And I don't think I have any more of these. I'm going to regret not getting more of these. They're probably hard to come by nowadays. I might have some more. They're such small boxes that may be mixed inside larger boxes that I have with other older sets in it, but hopefully maybe I'll find more, but I don't know. But let's go check out this one and see what's inside. Here we have the contents of the box, and each car has their own separate instruction booklet, and then we have this pamphlet here showing some other Marvel sets. But on the back side we have some other advertisement, but we also have the parts list for this. So this is actually not a separate pamphlet. It really goes with the instruction booklets. And we had 2 bags in here. Now they weren't stepped bags, so I opened both of them and they're both here. But if you need to know, there's a dividing line right here. So one bag was these and the other one was down here. You can definitely tell they had smaller parts in one bag, larger in the other. I got some transparent red pieces here, some cones, some cheese slopes, 1x2. Got orange transparent cones as well. And then we have got 2 printed pieces here, including a tape and control panels. I have a transparent blue piece up there, windshield probably, and our parts for our characters are here too. So yeah, let's go put this guys together, the 2 together. There we have the leftover parts from the Micro Minis set, and yeah, not much here. For a $10 set, you expect maybe a few more pieces. I was thinking we'd have at least an extra gun that he carries, but nope, just 2 cheese slopes, 1 trans red one, and then a wheel well. That's it. There's very boring. We've got everything put together here. Now there's not a lot here, but what is here is really nice. I love these minis. They roll really good. I think this one rolls just a little bit better, just because it has, I think, a little bit more bulk in the way it's balanced. But that's besides the point. Let's take a quick look at these figures, because these are unique figures. Now, they all have small legs, but they're simple enough legs that you could replace them with full figure legs. But I'm not sure about the torso, if it's unique or not, but the head prints on these are definitely unique. I mean, look at that face. Is that crazy or what? Now, unfortunately, she's only got one-sided face, and although it's supposed to be kind of a cyborg type thing, it would have been nice to maybe have some printing back here. Maybe not another face, but just, you know, some seams or plates or something going on back there. Helping signify she's more of a cyborg, which, I mean, she's got one metal arm, you see here, so it does look kind of funny with the short legs. But it is how they're designed to fit in these little cars. I mean, you could probably put full figures in here, but they'd look a little bit awkward sitting in the vehicle. And I guess her vehicle is supposed to be based off of the vehicle, the spaceship that Thanos was using when they were attacking the star planet there. What's it called? The one force there. Oh, I don't remember. It's been a while. I don't particularly like this, but I think it represents it okay. But I never really liked that ship in the movie anyways. I thought it was ugly. But, you know, the bad ship's ugly. Nothing wrong with that. Got some nice boosters off the back. And like I said, rolls really well. Is a little bit lighter than the other one. I think there's a few less pieces on it. But getting to the other one with the Peter Quill here. Take a quick look at him. Now, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there's other sets with the mask on, like this guy. Now, I'm surprised he only has one gun. They didn't give him two. I'm pretty sure they oftentimes come in pairs. Got a nice chest piece. Continues on the back, and once again, just plain short little legs. And this one does have a double-sided face, and if the mask side is not unique, this side is. Look at that face, and that is intention. That's not off-kilter printing. That is done on purpose to have that side smile like that. Just crazy. So yeah, these are great if you want extra or special faces for your figures. You can always swap them out. I'm not sure about the torsos, but you could do that as well, or you can swap out these legs. I mean, it's not that hard to get a pair of black minifigure legs and have them stand full height. And he sits right in there, and this looks like their ship, which I loved their ship to begin with. I kind of sad I don't have the Lego set to that they made of it, but maybe someday. It's probably not cheap now. This is a really nice representation of it. I think it looks really great, and yeah, and like I said, it rolls really good. Maybe a little bit better than the other one just because of the weight. When you go to push it, it's got a little bit more oomph to it. But yeah, it's got that nice, the front end there, just nice wings with all the foldy bits and stuff. Got your jet engines in the back. And it's kind of funny because these are basically at their core very similar builds. It's all the stuff they add onto it that gives them their particular look. So these are great. Let's go head back to the desk and give my final thoughts on these. We're back here at the desk to give these micro minis a final eval. First, my final thoughts. The micro minis, this is my second set of them, and they are really great. I mean, I bought them because I think they looked good. Like, I love the little ship here for Star Lord, but I was very much surprised when I started putting these together and seeing how well they roll, and just that the small size, how well they work. And whoa, just getting away from me. Like I said, they roll really well. But yeah, how well they work and that at such a small size. Not quite like micro machines or anything, but very surprised. And then you get unique figures as well. Granted, they have short legs, but that can be dealt with pretty easily. Yeah, these are great. Now, I was really like scratching my head. I did the review of the DC one, the Batman and Harley Quinn one, which if you want to check that out, you can check it out here, I think. One of these days I'll get that right. But yeah, I'll put a link up there, and if you want to see that as well, because they did both Marvel and DC versions. They did more than just these as well. I don't think I have any more. I really wish I did, because I enjoy these. These are fun little builds. They are like fun to play with. They got fun characters to them. But anyways, I was trying to figure out whether I hadn't remembered whether I put a like a breakdown of the grade on the previous one I did, the DC one. Because these are so, I mean, there's a $10 set, but these are so small, I feel like polybag type stuff going on here. And I don't usually give a breakdown, but I did give a breakdown on that one. So I'm like, well, I guess since I did there, I will break it down here. So we'll do that. You're going to find out, though, it's about the same as the other one. So let's move on and talk about it. Now, as far as appearance, I love Star Lord's ship. I love the ship in general, and I think this is a good representation of it. Micro-sized, chibi-sized, whatever you want to call it, and on wheels. That's great. This one, I'm not too keen on, but it's based off the ship from the movie, and I never liked the ship from the movie, so it's not that it's terrible looking. It, you know, kind of looks like it's supposed to. It's just never cared for the original design. But the figures themselves look good, and they've got unique faces, really silly looking faces, but, you know, gives them more character. And like I said, you could put these on the regular figures as well to give them a different face if you wanted to. But as far as appearance, I still ended up giving appearance a 10, despite my dislike for this ship. But that's more of a... That's not because it looks bad or is designed bad. It's just more of a personal taste. Meanwhile, I really like the looks of this, and the figures look great as well. Now, as far as functions, well, they don't do a hell of a lot, but they roll really, really good. And the small wheelbase lets you turn real easy. It's really fun to play with, which we'll get to that in a moment. This one does have some hinges here if you want to move the wings around a little bit. Star Lord's ship, it does not, which is a little disappointing, but it's okay. It still looks fine. I know the original ship, when it landed, it had different positions the wings were in, but I don't think it's that necessary for something so small. But yeah, it would have been nice if, I don't know, they did something more. I don't know what, but so it's not. There's just, you know, not a lot here to do something with. That's one reason why I was debating on whether to even give this a breakdown. But I gave function a 9. Now, as far as fun, like I said, these roll really great. You got one good guy, one bad guy. They're fighting each other, whatnot. There's even a little story going on because Nebula here has his tape from his tape deck. If you've seen the movies, you know that's important to him. So she's obviously there's a little story going on with him trying to catch her since she's got stole his tape. So yeah, as far as fun goes, it's got a 10. These things roll great. They look great. They're a pretty fun build, even though they're really small. It's kind of cool seeing them come together, especially you know, come from such a simple little body to something that represents their larger vehicles. Now, as far as technique, there's nothing super amazing here, but there are some clever uses of parts and stuff to achieve, you know, like his wings and the designs that they're going for with the ships. And I gave technique a 9. You take all that up, you get 38 divided by 4, and you get a 9.5 for an overall score. Now, as far as price, we'll talk briefly about that. They're, what was it? I think they're 86. Yeah, 86 pieces for $9.99, $10, and it ends up being 11 cents, so a little over our standard price. And to be honest, it doesn't quite feel like you're getting $10 here. Like $7, $7.99, $8 the idea. Now, how much these actually are going for right now, I don't know. I don't usually look up the second-hand market, and that's how you're going to have to get these, because they're no longer available. These like to roll so well. So you're after these, and like I said, I'm kind of curious about getting more of these, of the different kinds. Your efforts, your results may vary for the price. I definitely wouldn't pay too much for them. They're not that big, but you know, those customizable heads might be what people are after. So anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, and if you enjoy this video, please give it a like. And if you're new here or have not yet, please subscribe. We're up over 300 now, slowly inching our way to 400. Don't expect massive growth, but I definitely need those subs. That will definitely help the channel grow. If you do sub, make sure you're hitting the follow. Make sure you're hitting the notification bell to get notified when I upload videos. But I'd also go down in my description and check out my links to Facebook and Twitter, and follow me on one of those sites as well, whichever one you want, unless you want to do both, because I tend to get my notifications out faster on there than I do on YouTube. That's just how YouTube works. I don't know why. But while you're down there, also check out my Patreon. There's not much there right now, but anything you do there will help. But anything you do overall, I greatly appreciate, because it will help the channel grow, which is probably the fundamental thing to be worried about, rather than making money right now. Might be looking into some other things, like tip jar or something like that, coffee tips or something like that it's called. I don't know, gotta check that out more. But anyways, that's it for me here at the Creation Valuation Station, reminding you that creativity is key.